Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm just going to show you quickly how to create a regular form, basically, and to have that send out a very basic automation. So let's just go quickly and do that. So for example, what you would do is just go to create a form. Basically, you can choose on a lot of different types of forms that you can actually implement on your website. In case you have the HubSpot CMS, you can actually be let's say you would just drag and drop it to your website page within HubSpot, which would be the easiest way. But if not, if you're using some other form of CMS like WordPress or Weebly, whatever you're using, you can actually embed the form and it'll be just as good, right? So I'm just going to choose embed form right here. And basically, I'm just going to start with a blank template. So I'll just show you basically how to build that from scratch. So you choose a blank template. We'll just start right here. And then basically, we can get going with a little name here, right? So for example, let's assume this is like form for your contact us this page. And I'm just going to put the test right here. And definitely, you want to add in a couple of fields here, right? So this is the advantage of HubSpot. You can use the drag and drop interface and pretty much make things required as you're seeing right now. So for example, we added first name. We put this, make this field required. You can actually put the to be the label something else, and even then, your property is going to be filled out with that data and actually be called still first name within HubSpot. But you can actually say, for example, what is your first name? And you would see that in your form, it's going to look like that, right? So you can leave it as you would like. However, for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to leave it as first name. And then you can add in a couple more stuff here. However, this may not be overly relevant if it's just like a simple contact us form. And then you will see that there's some logic fields as well. However, this one's require like an upgrade, so we're just using the starter hub right now. And definitely what this would do is help you have some progressive fields that whenever someone has already filled out a specific thing within that field, it allows them to have a second kind of option to choose from. So, for example, if they say, if you have a question like, where are you located? And they say Mexico, you can have like a progressive field that comes up and in what city are you located in, right? And then you wouldn't need to have all those fields within the form. Rather, the form would automatically update itself, and you would see that progressive field come through, well, depending on what they actually chose. So basically, for the purposes of this one, I'm just going to leave first name, last name, email, and then definitely I may choose to have like the city, state, perhaps, and the country, as well as I'll perhaps put in there their mobile number just a little bit below the email. And then if we want the company name, if that's actually needed, what I think we can actually do is just get some text. Sorry, there's no property for that one. I'm just gonna put other form elements. We can definitely use the captcha so that we like kind of filter out. There we go. So message right here. So we'll just put a message here so that they can fill that in. And this could be either required or optional. We can actually label it differently. Any comment, for example, we can put that in. Any comments or things we should know, etc. And then we go done, right? So now we've actually generated a form, very simplistic form. In the case you have some options here. So for example, in my particular case, I actually redirect people that submit a form to a thank you page. So I'm just gonna you can either display a thank you message whenever someone submits the form, or you can actually redirect them to another page. So I'm actually going to do and choose, I think I have a thank you page. There we go. So I have a thank you page. And this payment options or collect payments may only be applicable to your business in case you are actually going to send out a form that will require people to send out a payment through there. However, since this is just a very contact us, very simple contact us page form, we may not need that at the moment, right? So whenever someone submits that, we can also choose whatever lifecycle stage that's going to set them to. So for example, they can either be a subscriber, lead, MQL, SQL, opportunity customer, evangelist, or other if we have others. And definitely what I'm going to just leave it as is a lead, because that's generally the best type of lifecycle stage that they can be set to after just submitting a contact us form. Then some follow-up options. Yeah, we can actually send submission emails, notifications to the contact owner. So, but even then, I'm in my case, I'm the only contact owner here. But definitely, I'm going to choose to leave that just blank because I already have this one at the bottom set up, and this is going to be sending all notifications just to me, right? So, and we never get a form and error message language. It should be in English, and I can actually choose other stuff here, like kind of always create a contact for new email address. or add link to reset the form, or pre-populate contact fields with known values. This one I actually leave on most of the time. However, this one, for example, I actually don't want to create a new email address because if, for example, someone submits the same information just with a different email address, they're going to create a new contact in my HubSpot portal, and that's actually going to cost me a little bit of contact space there. So definitely, I'm just going to leave that blank. And link to reset the form. I actually don't want to do that, so don't really mind that. So definitely, since it's a very simplistic form, I think this is going to work perfectly like that. We can actually style and preview it. So for example, right here we can see that this how it's pretty much going to look. We're using this version right there, so we can actually do some other forms of labeling. So for example, we can do linear like that. It could look a little better. If we say sharp, right, you can see that it is actually coming out differently. I'm going to leave it as round. It seems a bit friendlier. And definitely when I go back to the options, going back to the form, what I'm going to do this in this particular case, I want to choose the button right here and actually going to style it and preview it. I'm just going to choose a different color for the button, right? So I definitely, this is my site, there's a little theme towards a kind of a reddish type of color. I'm just going to put it like that. And definitely for the font, I'm just going to choose something that looks a little bit better. Something like that would work. Definitely that looks a little better. And so now we do have the form set up. We can actually preview how it would look. So I'm just going to preview the form itself. And actually, hold on a minute. I'm just going to quickly update it and publish it before I can actually preview it and see how it looks. And now I definitely want to view it again. There we go. And now we can actually see that it's coming out well. It's themed to my website. If it's red, the submit form button specifically, you can see that this is how the form would look. And what can we do now, right? Like what are the next steps, right? So a few things. Now it can actually be embedded to our website. As you saw when you can click here, or whenever you hit update, it's going to ask you to publish it, and you're going to get to this part. Like you can either share the link for the form and it's actually going to work, but you can also embed the code right here. So if you have your site built on another CMS, as we talked about, like WordPress or Weebly or whichever you're using, Wix, etc., you can actually embed a HubSpot form very easily, and that'll be showing up on your contact us page or whichever landing page you want to send people over to, or have them fill out with this form. And I'm just going to hide this right now. So definitely now the form is published. It is ready to capture leads. Let's assume you've put it on your page. Definitely what you can now do is also, before this, just automate this right here. So I'll just put explore on my own, but definitely what I want to create here is like this simple workflow for people to get a message whenever they send fill out the form, right? So this will be a very simple one. I'm going to just put like, so the contact and enrollment trigger is already set up for us whenever you create this. And then this is what I want to actually create. So what I'm going to do is create a new email right here. And this new email is going to be called, for the purposes of this, thank you for your submission, right? They'll be coming from myself, right? And then I'll just choose my email address right here. Then an email subscription type, it'll be just marketing emails. And then here's what they're actually going to see. So for example, what I'm going to do is probably choose their first name. As you can see, you can actually pull this up right here. First name, thank you for your submission. And then I'll just put in the body, hi, and then personalize it again and choose first name, and then say, hi, first name. We've received your submission and we'll be in touch right away. If I have since I have a consultancy type of business, what I actually want to do is have a CTA that clearly says, follow up with by scheduling your meeting with me, right? So that's what I'm going to just quickly do. So I'm going to go and insert right here. Yes. So feel free schedule free your discovery meeting with us here, right? And then for that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to choose a default footer for that. And what I'm actually going to do is just grab this one right here that says here, and then I'll insert a link, and then that link's actually going to lead to a meeting with me, right? So I already have that set up within HubSpot. I'll show you in another video how you can set that up in case you don't have it. Yes, you would click insert, and that's actually going to be it for our message. I just want that to be the only call to action, and then we'll receive your submission. We'll be in touch right away. Feel free to schedule a discovery meeting with us here, and best regards. And I'll just have at the bottom like a contact owner token, so I'll just choose myself. uh, I'm the only contact owner, but definitely what this is going to do is that whoever is assigned to this person within your HubSpot or by default will be shown as the person sending out the email, at least at the very bottom of the things. Since I'm the only one and I'm actually using my name, you will see that they put contact owner and you'll have like pretty much the same person. But in the case that you have different people, and you would kind of say from name, and then you would put maybe your company, like I can actually just edit that real quick. Right, so that's my company. Yes, you could definitely choose that and save accordingly, right? So definitely I'm gonna save the email now. Just need to choose a valid email. So I'll just choose the email that we just created. This is the preview for the email. You can actually even see the previews right here. However, I'm just gonna save it so that we can actually see that more over here. So that's the email. There we go. And okay, great. So now what I'm going to do is just turn off the automation right here. So I said got it. And so as soon as you publish the form, there we go, got it. And then I'm just going to update the form now. So definitely these changes should apply now. And now you'll see the form has been published, and we're just going to test that out. We're going to test out if the email is actually coming through. So let me just go quickly fill this form out. So now fill the form out. We'll assume that you have that. You can, as you know, you can embed it on your site, and it can actually be seen through there. Right now on my site, I already have a contact us page, but definitely contact us form. Sorry, but definitely right here you see that I would fill the form out, and I'm going to just click submit. I put like a random email address of mine, and then what this does is that it's going to lead me to the thank you page that I set up for that one. So it says info send, thank you, we've received your info, and that's pretty useful to me. And now I'm just going to check my email and show you that I received the follow-up email definitely from submitting that. So let me just go quickly check that. And I did. So definitely you will see right here, this is Jorge, thank you for your submission. So definitely hi. I know this is just a quick fix that I got to do on my side because I didn't space out too much the contact property there. But it's like it would say, hi Jorge, we received your submission, we'll be in touch right away, feel free to schedule a discovery meeting with us here, best regards, contact owner, which is myself as well. And then you have everything else, right? So this was sent out like as a free email. I do have my instance in Spanish, so you probably see this in Spanish right at the bottom. But definitely what I want to show you right here is that yes, you can automate from a form. You can create a form, and you can automate an email send after someone submits the form. And yeah, pretty much also have your form, if we just go back quickly here, be themed or have the style of your website too as well. So you can see that that can be done, and you will see the style. There's different styles that you can do. We use the round one, and we also have like the submit button in red. So definitely yes, thank you for watching this. I hope this is actually helpful. You can follow through step by step and pretty much create your own form. Right now these are some best practices too, to include the captcha. If you want to include some GDPR stuff, you can actually choose that in other form elements in case you do want to have some consent checkbox or legitimate interests, privacy text, etc. But this should actually be pretty much everything you would need to create your own form. And let me know if you have any questions, write in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you. See you on the next one.